Perfect. Well, welcome everybody to tonight's call. Again, I apologize for the kind of the mishap or the miscommunication there with needing the password. Hopefully, as we get more and more people joining through the link instead of through your phones, we shouldn't have any issues. But as I mentioned, this call will be recorded. We're going to be sending that out to everybody. My name is Zach Bradley, and for those that don't know me, if you're new to the business or this is your first time on one of our calls, I'm the president of ZYIA Active. And tonight, we are very, very excited to have something that we've talked about for the last couple of months, but it's something we've been actually wanting to do for 2.5 years since we began. But when we launched an app, we wanted to make sure it was the perfect app, and it was an app that would help you build your business. At the end of the day, it's a tool, and it's an incredible tool that we want to give to you guys to do so many different things. And tonight we're going to go through all of those things, all those different things that this app can do to help you. It's a tool. It is something that will. I think you guys are going to be shocked and amazed by the different technologies and things that we are now able to do. And so with that, we have tonight with us the Chief Revenue Officer for a company called Verb Technologies. And Verb Technologies is the best of the best in terms of building apps for direct sales companies and for what they do, and knowing how to build your business, knowing how to get customers, knowing how to get potential reps, all of these different things that you guys are doing on a daily basis. This app is here to help you. And so Nick, who again is the boss of all bosses at this company, has decided to join us tonight to help us tonight by giving the demo and to help you guys to understand everything. Now, I am sure that there will be questions. I'm sure that we won't be able to go through every little thing that the app can do, but we have turned on the chat on the right-hand side. If there are questions or if there are comments, Nick, if I understand correctly, you'll be able to hopefully, there may be tons coming in at a time, but some of those questions he may be able to read. He'll try to answer as much as he can. But again, this is something that we've been developing for a long time. We're super excited about. And so with that, Megan will jump on at the end. She's going to go over a little bit about if there are questions, tomorrow or as we move forward, the support, how we work through that. She'll talk about how to subscribe and the process there. So there's a lot of different things that Megan will jump on at the end to kind of go over, but without further ado, because I know you're not here to listen to me, you're here to see the app and what it can do and how it can help your business. I'm going to turn over the time over to, again, Chief Revenue Officer over at Verb Technologies, Mr. Nick Hogan. Nick, I'm going to unmute you and you should be good to go. There you go.
Thanks, man. Coming from the best looking guy on Zoom I've seen in years. So thank you for the introduction. Can you hear me okay? Excellent, thanks. And I've got a couple folks from our company. I think JJ Oswald's on. He's our Senior Vice President of Sales. Jay, if you don't mind kind of monitoring the chat, I think Adam Jones is on as well. Let them queue up and then we'll pause and take 2 or 3 of those questions and address them as they come up. I'm sure there'll be some that we just can't answer all of them, but the whole goal of this is just to introduce you to it and then start using it, just enjoying it. So I'm going to share out. I'm actually going to start tonight. Let me pull this up and just let me know when you can see that. See that? Okay, perfect. So just a quick backstory. I actually went to school with the Bradleys, Jeremiah, and the whole family. So it's been really fun to go through this process. We've all known each other for a long time. A little background about Verb. This company was founded 30 years ago. We've got 30 years of experience in direct sales. Started out with duplicating cassette tapes and merged into welcome kits and finally became an app. We've had the app now for, I want to say 4 or 5 years. I think this is our 65th app we've built. And what I can tell you is that the executive team at ZYIA, I can tell you on version 1 of an app, we've never seen a better one because we can build the car, right? Like we can build the engine, we can put the wheels on it, but it depends on who's driving it, right? And you see races all the time with Fords and Ferraris, and you have a different winner every time, and it really comes down to who's driving the car. And the corporate team at ZYIA has just been phenomenal. So keep in mind, this is kind of phase 1. We'll continue to add content. We'll work with them on fine-tuning little things. So we'll need your feedback as you start to see enhancements or just things that need a little bit of a tweak or a fix. So I'm going to start off tonight. I'm going to start off with the desktop version. We're talking about the app tonight, but it's really important that you know this component's there for you as well, because Obviously the phone's amazing, right? You can do it in your car, you can do it at a soccer game, you can do it while you're in the kitchen, but this app, this desktop piece allows you to spend some time on the weekend and what I like to call kind of a power hour, organize contacts, start to put together email campaigns and drip campaigns so that you guys can actually engage a plan for the following week. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here if there's no immediate questions before we get started. So one of the first things is your login is going to be the same as the back office login. And towards the end of the call, Megan's actually going to walk you through the exact process of how to go and actually subscribe and get this information. So I'm going to log in here. And again, as I mentioned in the beginning, the desktop version, like I said, is really kind of a power user, a place to upload contacts. I don't know, Zach, if you can throw everyone on mute again. I think when they join, we have to like re-add the mute. The desktop piece is very easy. There we go. So one of the nice things is, everyone, is that the app and the desktop synchronize. So when you're out prospecting and you're sharing information and you're sharing assets on your phone, that information is actually going to show up in the desktop. So you actually get that synchronicity between the two. And we also give you kind of some tracking on, we call it a 5 a day, right? If you're out there sharing the brand, trying to enroll new folks, trying to promote a certain product or promotion, you're going to have success if you do that 5 times a day. And I can also set to-dos and action plans and everything else. The first time you log in, you'll be asked to set up some different things. It's the same thing in the app. So you want to set up your social networks, you want to update your profile, and make sure that your contact information is all correct there. So I'm going to walk you through a couple different scenarios of why you'd use the desktop. One of the ones we get asked most of the time is managing contacts, right? So when I actually, let's say I have an old Excel spreadsheet, or maybe I had a bunch of contacts from an old phone, that I want to actually import. From here, you can quickly and easily go in and actually upload new contacts. So there's the ability to take a CSV file. We'll actually give you an example of what that CSV file should look like so you can get all the fields correctly and that it maps. Really simple, really easy to do. One of the other things we get a lot of is, well, I have a hard time uploading or synchronizing all of my contacts because I've got church friends, work friends, personal friends, and you have the ability to actually create groups. One of the most important groups I'd say is probably set up your team. You can go in here, create a new folder, check the boxes of who you want to add to that group, and you can go up here and actually add those individuals to a specific folder. Again, a real easy way to organize your contacts in a way that allows you to see what activities they've seen and actually stack rank them accordingly. So these groups over here that are already created, hot and cold, when I get to the app, I'll show you how to swipe right or swipe left to add a contact to one of those groups dynamically. But I'd always recommend going in, organizing your contacts really easily and straightforward. This point system is actually based on the activity that users had. So maybe you've been sharing a promotion with them, an email, a text, or a video. That'll actually stack rank them based on how often they're watching and how much they're engaged with the content you're sending them. You can also go in and actually rank. Sarah's a 5 for me, a 10, but I only have 5 stars available. So, but it's a really cool way to go in and interact and get working. So one of the other things, if you go in, now that I've set my contacts up, what do I want to share with them? What do I want to talk to them about? Under prospecting, you'll see digital media. Now, this is where the ZYIA corporate team has done a phenomenal job. And let me call out Megan, first of all. Like, she has been amazing to work with. She's going to continue to just work with us closely, and we could not be happier. I can be honest in telling you that we've had some that are very challenging and difficult, but man, Megan, really amazing job, and thanks for all your help. This section here actually shows all the content that's been uploaded. I'm sure you guys have seen these videos. It's organized into videos, images, PDFs, but essentially everything that you guys digitize from marketing collateral is going to get uploaded to the app. So if there's certain things that you believe you'd like to see in there, and I don't want to bombard Megan, but we'd like to make sure that we keep it dynamic and usable. But I can check any of these boxes. I can send them out as an email and start sharing those automatically. One of the other things people like to do in here is actually create a drip campaign. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with what a drip campaign is, it's an automated way to communicate with prospects or customers. And creating a drip is really simple. I've created one here called Rep Prospect. And I go in, I give it a title. I can go in and actually create, this is a 3 email drip campaign. So an email would go out on day 1, day 5, day 14. And I can actually click on the email, really straightforward as far as putting in a subject, put in the body of the email, and then I can also add media. So I could put in one of those videos, one of those PDFs, or whatever content that you guys have available in the library. Once I've created a drip, it's real easy to go to my contact screen, select an entire group or a set of individuals that I want to add to a specific drip. So I could go in here and add them to a drip campaign. I'm going to put them to the Rep Prospect drip and select the day that I want it to go out. Again, just 3 or 4 clicks. I've created an email, and you don't have to think about it anymore, right? For the next 5 days, these folks are going to get a nice steady drip of learning about the ZYIA business, learning about some of the products, and continued education. So I don't know how long I was muted there. I think when we, Zach, sorry about that, guys. I realized that when we mute everybody, it mutes me as well. So I'll try to pay attention to that little icon down there. Thanks, Jay. So,
hey, Nick, can you hear me? So when you're actually, I think it's easier if you do it on the under meeting, it'll say mute all. If you do it, it doesn't mute you. If I do it, it mutes you. So if you start hearing the clicking in the background, just up, I don't know if you can see it. If not, I'll keep trying to do it. But anyway, that's the only issue. But I think I've got everybody off now, so you should be good.
No worries. I'll keep an eye on it too. Anyway, so hopefully I wasn't muted for too long there. Did I finish drip campaign? Did you guys hear that part? Yes, no? Yes? All right, good. So the drip campaign is really straightforward. This analytics page is extremely important to see how many emails are being opened, how many emails are being clicked, and constantly adapt your emails to make sure that you get better performance. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the app, which we've all been waiting for. But one more last thing, when you're on this page, you can actually go in. There's some great training videos that ZYIA has loaded up. You can adjust your profile, and you can also contact support. One thing to note, for the first few months, Verb is going to be taking frontline support. So we'll take the emails and phone calls, and we're happy to help with those. I would suggest taking a look at the training videos and familiarizing yourself with it as much as you can. All right, let's switch over to the fun part, shall we? All righty, here, 1 second. All right, so you can see my screen here. As I mentioned, at the end of the call, Megan's going to be sending out instructions on how to go to the back office and subscribe for the app. The logins it'll actually send you an email and a text, and you click on the link, it automatically logs you into the app. Zach, you can see my screen on my phone? Perfect, thank you. So one of the great things is when you first walk in, you get a digital welcome kit, right? We like to call it, where you get a video from Aaron. It'll actually have you type in a little bit of a bio about yourself so that it shows up in some of your profiles and your sharing information. It'll actually connect, ask you to sync your contacts. We'll go through that here in just a second. Let's skip that. And then you're brought into the app. Let me show one of the first things I always recommend is when you log into the app, pull the down screen, and you'll see that that actually asks me to refresh. So if there's new content being loaded, you know, the ZYIA, is it ZYIA Wednesday, gets loaded, you're gonna see that information. You'll get the latest and greatest promotions, images, and content loaded in the app. As you can see here, Megan's done a phenomenal job of actually keeping the banners up to date. So if you have a new trip coming up or a new promotion, you'll see those throughout. And then we've grouped all the assets into relevant categories. So new releases, promotions, current kit, monthly newsletter. I'll go through each of those in a little bit more detail. I want to make sure you're familiar with navigating through the app. Let me draw your attention to the top left corner next to ZYIA Active. You can see the American flag. For those of you joining us from Canada, welcome. You could actually log into the app and select the Canada version. That ensures that you see the right promotions, you see the right products, and it's relevant to the territory that you're in. The other items down below, if you can see on the bottom of the screen, you've got tools, which is a list of all the media that you can share. You've got contacts. And I'm going to click on contacts here because it's a really important piece. When you first log into the app, it prompts you to synchronize your contacts. You can synchronize all, or you can synchronize a select few. I always encourage people to synchronize all so that you have the ability to immediately share real time and you don't have to go in and type in their information. As I showed you in the desktop, you can go in and then later create groups so that you don't have certain folks receiving, you know, certain shares or certain emails that you just don't want them to see. The third section is called feed. We'll go into feed a little bit more, but this is where you go to see activity of who's actually looking and seeing the content that you're sharing. The business section, that fourth one to the right, this is a tool that's going to get even better and better as time goes on. As I mentioned, we're kind of at kindergarten phase of ZYIA and Verb, but it's phenomenal. We're going to continually graduate with additional technology. One of those is actually going to be this business section. And so early 2020, we're going to do deeper integration with party planning solutions so that you can see your commissions, you can see your team, you can see personal value, so you don't have to go and log into a separate application. Really powerful utility that'll be out early in 2020. We integrate already with our customers, but we like to have this as a phase 2 so you can just get used to some of the core components. And then in the far right is settings. You'll be prompted, like I said, to go through a lot of these, but be sure to go through afterwards and double check a few items. One, notifications. Turn on notifications so that you receive real-time pushes and texts from corporate. So once you have the app, they can do a push notification, say on a Friday night about a new promotion, and you're able to see that real time. The notifications show up just like you would your news or any of the other notifications you have set up on your phone. The other thing is there's some next steps. So this is that entry that we did in the beginning. You can revisit that if you wanted to go in and update your bio or make sure you missed any steps. And then one of the other pieces is quick tips. So quick tips is a good learning center if you want to do a quick tutorial on working with contacts, working with your feed, looking at videos or social shares. We've got some tutorials in there. So again, that's how you navigate the app. I'm going to go back out now and kind of show you a couple different examples of how you would use the app. One would be, let's say a new promotion came out, there was a new arrival, and I wanted to share that on social media. So I'm going to talk about this hot pink pro trainer jacket. I just clicked on that icon and it takes me to options of what I can do with that. One of the things I'll draw your attention to is this favorite. If you find yourself sharing the same shirt or outfit or maybe the ZYIA story, you can favorite it and it'll put it in a group so it's easier to find next time you go looking for it. As you can see below, the different options. So email, text, social. I mentioned I actually wanted to go to social. Back 1 second. So in here, I can go in and actually type, for instance, I'm actually going to use the example message. If you notice that corporate's actually typed up a really well-written message, you can use that. You can use your own, but each of the images and each of the social shares will actually have that out there for you. One really important thing to note, and our app doesn't let you do it, so it'll actually catch you, is that Facebook and a lot of social platforms like you to change content. If you have 10,000 people putting the exact same post out, they'll actually block you. Sometimes calling it Facebook jail. So one of the things I would do is actually go in. I'm going to select a portion of this. I'm going to edit it out so that I've changed at least 10%. And if I don't change at least 10%, the app will actually block you and ask you to change even more. The other thing is I want to make sure that I'm able to share my rep site. And so another thing in social media platforms, they don't like you to put links in the actual post. So I'm going to put here, click link in, sorry, the Zoom makes it kind of goofy. First comment, add my emoji, I copy that link. We're always prompting you on what's good and what's bad best practices, but for the sake of time, I'll just kind of show you that there. From here, I can actually go in and select the social platform I want to share it to. In this case, I wanted to go to Facebook, but you can see the list is long. So if you want to do Pinterest or any of those other platforms that you'd like to share on, you're welcome to do it. So here, I'm actually going to go in, I'm going to paste that message that I just copied, hit next. Here's where I can actually go in and decide who I want to share it to. So in this case, I could select my team, a specific group. I'm going to actually just select myself. I'd put way too many out of our customers out on my social feed if I did that. But it makes it quick and easy for you to share it directly to your team. And then I'm going to share that. As you guys get going, this process is going to be extremely quick for you. But as you'll notice, we've already copied this link. And what I said in my post was click on that first link in comments to go to my site, to buy the product, to learn more about the enrollment. So I'll actually go to Facebook itself and you'll see my post here. We go into comment and that's going to paste my link. So that way now I'm not getting put into Facebook jail. I'm promoting a product. I'm telling people to go to the first link, which is actually going to take them to my rep site. So that was a quick example of how to use social sharing. I'm going to do a couple other examples here and maybe pause for just a minute. JJ, I don't know if you can go off mute and let me know if there's any specific or pressing questions that you'd like me to go over.
No, there's just one in there. I just want to make sure that everyone understands is that when you share that, that link is actually unique to you. And so when somebody clicks on it, and if they end up going in and buying something, you will actually get credit for that individual buying. And so just wanted to make sure that you all know that that's a unique link that's attached to your ID.
Thanks, Jay. So as I mentioned, we've grouped all these different assets into different categories, and you're able to share it via email, text, and social. One really powerful feature I now want to show you is interactive video. And I'm going to show you what an interactive video looks like, and then I'm going to show you how to create one. Interactive videos, I think, could be extremely powerful for you guys, especially when you're wanting to showcase an outfit, right? You could do a video of yourself, you could put interactive links in the video, and then share that information out. This was a video I did. Actually, I'm going to do the Allen video. I went ahead and recorded this earlier in my car because I guess that's what we do nowadays, is actually just take videos in our car. So hopefully you guys were able to hear that. Maybe give me a thumbs up, Zach, if you were or not, but I can share that with you later if you'd like to look at it a little more closely. But what this does is it allows you to actually create your own custom video and then drag links into the image. So those buy links would actually be links that you get credit for as well. So if they go and buy that shirt after I send it to them, or if they want to look at those pants, those links go directly to your sites. The Facebook link, you would actually have to copy and paste your page so they can see it. Oh, sorry, that video was muted. It was coming through loud and clear on my headphones, but I guess I needed to share that. So I'll actually post that video so you guys can see it later on. Additionally, this page obviously gives you links to your order sites as well, and also enrollment links. So it's my own custom page for that individual to go and look at my video. Let me go now and show you kind of how you would go about creating a video like that. In the top right corner, you'll see that plus sign. I click on plus. I can go in, record a video live while I'm doing it, or I can record a video from earlier. Got some of my deer hunting videos, so sorry about that. Those really aren't going to help sell clothes. But once I've got the video, it's really simple. I would drag through the video. I'd find that point where I first pointed up to the screen to talk about the shirt. Get to that here. So right about there. Once I'm there, you see the different action links down below. So I've got websites, shopping, phone. I could put my phone number in there so they just click on the link to call me. But I'm going to click on shopping because I talked about the shirt that I wanted to show them. I'll drag that link up to the top, and you'll see down here some plus signs. These plus signs actually take you directly to the asset you want to promote. In this case, I was talking about my favorite t-shirt. Bam, right there. And so you'll see down below, it'll give me an option of how long to have the link running, when to end it. I can delete that action. I can add multiple actions in the video. I'd click next. You'll see that video is actually saved. And then I can go in and give it a title. So it's a way to create a custom video straight from the app that you can then go and share. Hopefully that made complete sense and was really easy to see through the video. Just so you know, we also have, let me go back out so I can show you something as well. In the asset categories, we have training videos. So when you first log in, if you go towards the very bottom, you'll see some app training videos. So here you've got how to share assets, how to build an interactive video, and also the desktop training. So if you want to revisit some of these components, feel free to go down there and take a look at. So we've talked about how to do some social shares. We've talked about how to create a custom video from your app. Now let's talk about what all that means after I've shared information. I talked a little bit about how when we get into the contacts, you can create kind of a swipe left, swipe right experience for hot, cold, or contacts you actually just want to hide. In this case, I shared a video with Alan, and he was really interested in one, just buying some more clothes, but he wanted to make sure that I sent his wife an enrollment link as well. You see here, I can swipe right for a cold contact, or I can swipe left for a hot contact. Once I've done that, we group those contacts up above into categories. So you can quickly go through and see, okay, I need to follow up with so-and-so, or maybe I need to revisit some of these people that were really interested and just fell off after a little while. A great and quick, easy way to organize your contacts into categories and groups. The feed section is really going to become your addiction, right? I think if you're into what you guys do is running your own business and being entrepreneurs and really involve yourself in social media, this is kind of the addiction. This is the drug. This gets to show you, okay, I sent a video to JJ and JJ watched 100% of that video. So I know he's pretty interested in it. I'm going to actually set myself a little reminder to give him a call tomorrow because I knew that he clicked on the video and he watched the thing in entirety. Once I do that, I've got a reminders list. And I can go in, when I get up tomorrow, I'm going to hit my reminders list, give JJ a call, mark that as complete, and now my reminders are done. Really fast and easy, something you can do at a stoplight, something you can do while you're just grabbing coffee, but a great way to organize your business into really clean actions that are going to help you grow and continue to have great success. So again, the feed section just shows you a complete list of all the activities you've done in the app and what people have actually done as far as interacting with it.
Hey,
Really
Nick,
valuable.
Hey, Nick, can I add a quick comment to that I think
Yes, please
important
do.
for everybody? If you scroll back down, so of course this is going to show when you share an asset, like for example, if you share a video or if you share a catalog or a PDF, anything that you share from the application via email or text message, the app's actually going to keep track of who's clicked on the content. It'll actually notify you via push notification that they actually viewed the content that you shared. And then you'll notice above where it says the asset that was shared there, you can see the first notification there under JJ's name. It says visited site. The second notification right above that lists that he watched 100% of the video, which you know a lot more how engaged that individual is when you follow up with that person. And then there's an additional notification right above that that actually says inside of the video, they actually clicked the link to order. That means that they actually clicked the link to order and landed on the ZYIA shopping cart site. And so you can kind of keep track of their progress as they consume the content and the videos and the other things that you're sharing through the platform.
Great feedback. Thanks, Jay. So we've gone through quite a few different exercises, social media sharing, text sharing, email sharing. We're kind of getting towards the end. Jay, is there any other questions that came up that maybe we had more people asking the same question? Megan, did we want to maybe go through the enrollment process? I'd love to spend a little bit more time to address any questions that might come up.
Hey, Nick, before Megan jumps on, I know there's been a lot of questions that maybe we haven't gotten to tonight, everybody. There's just, if we went through all of the questions, and we love them, we love how involved you guys are on wanting to know more, it would just take 3 or 4 hours to get through all the questions. But like we've seen, there are training videos. Any questions you guys have on any of this, we will be, we'll go through tomorrow. We've got the support staff to do it. We're going to help you guys. Megan, I'm going to turn the time, Nick, if you're okay, I'm going to turn the time over to Megan real quick so she can go through kind of the enrollment process, how to do it, the fee that comes with it. We've got all of that information on how to use it, unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
Yeah, let me cover one more thing that we wanted to talk about. So if you do have any like really technical issues, there's actually from the app, you can actually submit a ticket or request a feature. And I tell you, I love the request a feature thing because nobody's going to tell us more about how you can better use the app than yourselves. We've worked with the advisory team, and I can't thank you guys enough. Like right out of the gates, you were just loading us up with ideas and things that we can do. One of which, just to let you know, we've already kind of finished the development work on, which is essentially a live stream video component with interactivity. So instead of having to use Facebook Live, there'll actually be a component that you can do from the desktop, which one of you actually asked me about a while ago. So we're excited for that type of innovation. We can't wait to put this in everyone's hands and start to get feedback and see success. And just can't thank you guys enough for the opportunity, and looking forward to supporting you through this journey.
Nick, first and foremost, I appreciate it. I hope you've been able to read some of what's been on the chats with the intertwined with the questions. I think by far and away, everybody is so excited about this. And like you've mentioned, this is just the start of it. We have so much that will be coming. This is kind of that first phase, which we're super excited about. But I'm going to turn the time over to Megan, who's using my name. So if it says Zach Bradley, but you see Megan's face, you'll know that's Megan. So I'm going to turn the time over to Megan to go over some more details.
Yeah, Zach, we should probably figure that out tomorrow. I don't know why every time I log on to Zoom, it says Zach Bradley. So I was actually commenting and responding to questions, and everyone was like, thanks, Zach. Thanks, Zach. I was commenting on how cute all your kids were. So that wasn't Zach. That'd be a little weird. That was me.
It could have been me. You guys will never know who it was that was commenting on your kids. We'll never know.
Yeah. Maybe I will keep my name as Zach. I can get away with a lot more.
Oh, hey, Megan, I saw one question just before you jump in there.
Yeah.
I totally forgot to do this part. During the social share, or during like that interactive video that I showed, you can actually put the link to, say, your Facebook profile if you're going to be hosting a meeting that night, You can use that, and if it's a link, you can pretty much copy and paste it anywhere you want within the app and within the components, because I know you guys do a lot of that more often. And then one last thing, there's an option when you're sharing to do email, text, social, and then there's a copy icon. And we see a lot of people kind of default to that. And what I'll tell you is avoid it, because you lose the activity, you lose the data. Because if you just copy the link and then maybe send it to a bunch of people in email, you lose the activity feed. So when you can, I suggest you use one of those other icons instead of copy. Sorry, Megan, I saw a couple questions pop up and I'm like, oh, good question.
No, that's perfect. Feel free to jump in too if you see other important ones come up. But yeah, I've been kind of distracted. I was trying to listen to Nick, but I kept watching all the comments and how excited everybody is. We love seeing that. We, along with Verb, have put a lot of work into this, so we're so excited to see it come live and come to fruition tonight. So we love the excitement. So the first step, I know we've seen a lot of questions come in. How do I get my username? How do I get my password? If you search, and I've got asked this question a bunch too, so I wanted to address it. If you search for the app ZYIA Active, you will find it, and you can download it, but you won't be able to get your login and your password. So what's very important, and I'll send this out in an email too, so you guys can blast it out and reiterate it to your teams. But the way to subscribe is through your back office, and this is the only way to do it. So you'll go, let me see if I can share my screen here. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, if not, I mean, you guys are familiar with your back office. From your dashboard, you'll simply just click on place an order on the left-hand side, and then you'll click on subscriptions, which is where you go to manage your website subscription. This is where we have the website and then the Uplift subscription as well. So now on this list, you'll see the new one, the Verb subscription. So you'll simply click start new subscription. It'll verify your info. And then you'll just click save and continue. And then within minutes, I just did it the other day to test it, you'll get an email and a text with the link for you to download and log in. So again, you can't do it just by downloading the app through your app store. You have to do it through your back office. And again, it's place an order, subscriptions, and then Verb. And then as far as cost, like all you guys know, or if you don't, Verb is giving the first month free, which is phenomenal. We know you guys are going to love this. I've been playing around with it for weeks now, and I feel like every day I learn something new. It's kind of addicting to, well, yeah, once you start playing around, you can't stop. But there's always something new to learn, so I don't want that to be overwhelming, but that's kind of why we gave you this first month for free, just because we know you're going to be blown away by it, and we want you to have a lot of time to, you know, really dig in and be able to see all the features that it has to offer. So with that being said, we're not going to start charging until December 20th. So we're giving you, you know, a little over a month and 2 days. So the first time you will be charged is December 20th. So if you go in today, hopefully a lot of you guys, I'm already getting messages that you're doing it through your back office. Once you subscribe, again, we won't charge you the first time until December 20th.
Megan, sorry. Can you let them know how much it'll be after December 20th?
Yes. So it'll be $7.95, which we feel like is a great price for the insane amount of value that you're getting. So it's $7.95, and then you're charged on the 20th of every month. So like you guys know with websites, you're charged on the 15th. Your Verb subscription will always be on the 20th. And if you subscribe after, you know, as you get new reps that enroll throughout this month and next month, it'll run similar to how we do the website. The website, we give 2 calendar months for free. For those, you know, joining in the next month or so who didn't get that free month, we want to give them that free month. So we'll always give a free, and again, that's calendar month. So the same exact way it's run with websites. So if you sign up January 10th, you would get the rest of January free, and then you'd be charged your first charge would be February 20th. So the 20th of every month, first month free, $7.95. And then for Canadians, just with the, yeah, Rafa chimed in there. Good job, Rafa. It's $11. And it's the same process for our Canadian friends. You'll do it through your Canadian back office. So that's the key. Obviously, you guys have 2 back offices, but you'll subscribe to the subscription through your Canadian back office. But yeah, we're super excited. Please send feedback. We want this month for you guys to, again, try it out, but send us feedback, things you like, don't like, things we can improve on. We're an open book that way, and we want this to be even more awesome than it already is. We're going to be updating content daily. So, just get ready. We've got it's great stuff coming, guys.
Thank you very, very much, Megan. Thank you again, Nick. Guys, we appreciate y'all jumping on tonight. This is the most we've ever had on a call. We had, I think, close to 850 people on tonight, which is just goes to show how many people were excited about this app as much as we are. The reality is that for everything that this does to help your business, we know how important this can be for you. So if there's any questions, we're going to send out this call to everybody tomorrow. We'll get an email out. We're going to be doing everything to make sure this is as seamless and easy as possible for you as you start to use it. Obviously, there's going to be like questions and like, oh, I did this wrong, or how do I do this? Totally normal. Again, there was a ton of questions tonight, which I love. When there's question, that means you care about it. You want to be able to use it. You want to help your business. And that's what this is really all about, is a tool to help your business. This isn't a moneymaker for us. This is how do you build your business. And the reality is Verb, we are so excited to partner with them. They are the best of the best. If you saw Nick's phone for even a half a second, you saw the companies that they actually do apps for. And these are multi-billion-dollar companies within the direct sales industry that they do the app for. This first month that you guys have for free, explore it, use it. You will fall in love with it. And we appreciate all the hard work from Megan, from Nick, from Michelle, from your whole team over at Verb. And we are excited about this. If there's any questions, you guys can always contact us, the support buttons, and then through Verb for the first couple months, and then through us directly at ZYIA. But again, we'll be with you every step of the way. This is the first phase, and we are so excited. We hope you guys all have an amazing night. If there's no further questions, I'm sure there will be, but we'll talk to you guys over the coming days, and we're so excited about this. So you guys can go into your back office and subscribe tonight, and we'll see you guys later. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks again for joining.
Thanks again, guys. Have a great night.